Kev's like, nah, I've never seen Lord of the Rings.
I haven't seen Lord of the Rings.
We're gonna fight.
Cool, you slept with Megan Fox. I slept with Meryl Streep.
On today's episode, I'm gonna pretend to be hammered.
I was to say, are brown people real?
Jesus Christ.
Say hi to Eli. He's racially ambiguous. And Brandon, his hair is fucking fabulous. And Donut, a dark joke disposition. And there's a fat electrician. Welcome to Unsubscribe.
It is April. Y'all know what that means.
Wait, Eli, what does it mean?
Oh, you mean the sweet new autism merch?
Yes.
Autism on the spectrum. The unsub colors, though? Nick, you killed it. And this we literally came up with on the podcast last week. Autism, never stop talking about autism. The first rule of autism is never make eye contact. And like always, 100% of the profits are going towards 4 amazing charities for autism and special needs. We did $110,000 last year. This year, I want to crush that number. I want $250,000 raised for these amazing causes.
Oh my God, that's amazing. What else?
Oh, there's more. Nick's communism shoes. That's right. His I Love Communism Fat Electrician shoes. This is a 1 of 1 and they are size 11, but we're going to list it on eBay. However much this gets up to, 100% of that is also going towards these amazing nonprofits. Also, you get a 1 of 1 unsub shoe. Come on. For every purchase you make towards this amazing cause, you might have a chance to win some dope stuff. We had some amazing companies step up this year to offer some amazing giveaways. Steelhead Outdoors, Maximus Knives, Hard-Headed Veterans, and Bunker Branding. Let's crush 250,000 this month and let's keep kicking ass and change some lives. I love you all. You're amazing humans. Kisses.
Jamie, pull that shit up right now.
This is how the podcast starts. Like, huh?
Yep. Can't do that.
Like, this is starting strong today.
Damn. This is a hard one.
I've been drinking for a while, okay?
You all have.
No, we don't drink.
Okay, yeah. No one has.
Well, we all expected to just take it easy today because your flight was this morning.
I should be home by now, but apparently Iowa decided to be cool if it snowed 12 inches.
Yeah, like Brendan was saying, this
mid-March.
was our like sober up day.
Yeah,
it was.
And then your wife's like, we saw the pictures that your wife was sending you where it's just white. The sky is white, the ground is white. Like you can't get away from that shit.
Yep.
So you just can't go home right now.
Pretty much.
yeah.
Now I'm forced to stay here and drink with my friends. It's a horrible thing.
This
no.
sucks, dude.
Work. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm stranded at work.
As your dad cracks a beer.
As my dad cracks a beer in the studio audience.
A fate worse than death.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Unsubscribed Podcast today, boys. I am joined today by Eli Doubletap, Fat Electrician, Brandon Herrera, myself, Donut Operator. We are doing a boys episode today. Just us. We're hanging out.
Do we want to stop the dogs?
Bo!
That's not, nah, my dog's fine.
No, he's barking too.
There.
All right, I will go
Hopefully.
outside and I will strangle him to death.
Yeah, we should.
See, I yelled what?
Yeah,
Let's just keep going. It'll be fine. I think. Eli, if it gets
Hard
on your
cut,
nerves,
gunshot.
yeah. I'll just
That just goes by right there. Welcome back to Unsubscribe.
I'll just go
silence
out
it.
there, take him down.
Oh, nice and peaceful again. Hi.
God
Cody's
forbid.
Cody's auditioning for the ATF.
Yeah.
These dog targets. Dog E-types popping up.
Yeah, my friend wanted to be the director of it, and I feel like I should just get ahead of the game and, boop, 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 boop.
Show up to the ATF interview. All right, how many dogs do I have to shoot before I can carry guns on planes?
God,
This is
it's like the fucking Chuck E. Cheese. Where it's like, how many tickets do you have to get before I get the big stuffed one?
How much have you guys drank?
Don't worry about it.
Really not bad. We're running on no sleep, I think is the problem.
Yeah, we all slept like 4 hours. We were up till like 3, 4 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, the past 3 days have been just a heavy one for us because we did Demo's last video ever
Allegedly.
And like, we're sad he's going away, allegedly. And then we just, all the boys are in town at the same time. So we're just hanging out and not sleeping. And then Eli hits us up this morning and says, we're doing one more.
I'm not.
No, it's not your fault. It's because God decided to come all over, Iowa.
He has such a way with words.
Can't help it. You heard it here from Cody. God wanted me to be here to film this podcast. I'm still not entirely convinced that this isn't one very, very elaborate April Fool's joke from Demo Matt. The timing is impeccable.
What I said he should do is he should release a video on April 1st.
Wasn't that his original plan?
What I think he should do is just say, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not retiring. I'm going to be around for plenty more years, and then never upload again.
That'd be so good.
That's gaslighting the audience would be really good. It's like, see, he did. Wait, confuse everyone with that on the day it releases. I like that idea.
You told me your last video idea, and it's
we're not going to talk
incredible.
about it.
We're not going to talk about it.
My last video is going to be dope.
It was the best send off I've ever heard in my life.
I've been planning it since the beginning.
We can't tell anyone about that, though.
I know.
I don't
ruin it.
You guys will see it one day, years from now, but I approve. It's very, very
And I got 60% of the way through a brain. I was like, oh, that's going to be awesome.
Dude, I hope it's better than mine.
What's your send off?
I was going to make someone do fentanyl with a nail on their neck and then blame it on my knee on their head.
This is going to be Cody's last.
The hardest part is finding a man named Borge.
God. We probably. So what are we keeping in these episodes?
I don't know anymore. I don't know. I showed up.
I'm sorry, Beli. I'll chill right now.
I'm glad you all are having a good time.
Fuck it. Can I tell you my last video and we can just edit it out?
We'll cut this part.
Yeah. Start right now. But
What was your favorite part of this week?
I have no idea. Driving out to not getting pulled over. I didn't get a ticket. I'm happy with that. I just hanging out with everyone, seeing literally everyone at demos having a good time, shooting tanks, shooting guns, blowing shit up, everyone getting along. And then you missed it, the prime rib.
That was really good.
That is the one thing I was like, oh, he's going to be pissed he missed the prime rib.
Did anybody...
I'm happy I got to meet a lot of people there I haven't met before because Roman Atwood was out there. I've never met him in person. That was super cool to meet him. A couple of other people were out there.
Cletus McFarlane.
Cletus was there.
Weston was cool as shit.
Oh, Jigging with Jordan was there.
With Jordan.
Yeah.
Which one is Weston?
Weston's the guy that LS swaps everything. He bought a U.S. military Humvee, drove it all the way across the U.S. and then LS swapped it.
Wait, is he the one that was redneck science?
Yeah.
That's
him. He's awesome.
His camera dude, don't know your name, but holy shit, you're autistic level of camera detail.
That's his brother.
Dude, bro, he knew he knew cameras. I was like, oh man, oh shit. Okay, what the
I've never heard Eli say that about literally anyone else ever.
Right?
I was impressed by
you would go to Christopher Nolan's cinematographer and just be like, what a dipshit.
That guy knew everything. He's like, oh, the C70. Oh, but that's the DJI, not the DJI, what is it? The DG? Whatever sensor it is. Yeah, he knew the specific sensor it had.
That retard didn't even know about the hidden f-stop, the secret Konami code you can do on this camera.
This psychopath. I showed him because I bought the new version of DJI's GoPro, the Action 5, for my vlog camera for my Patreon shit. And he's like, oh, is it cool? And I was like, oh yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Whatever. They say it's the best one. I showed it to him. He has one today.
Right over there.
I showed it to him yesterday. He has one. He's like, yeah, I watched all the videos. It's all programmed. It's perfect. Give me yours. And then he did stuff to it and now it's better. I don't know what happened.
Way to go.
Your dad's just it's a good camera. You showed me something cool and now I know it. I'm like, this is a dope fucking camera.
What a week, though, boys. What a week.
It was a great
What
week.
did you guys enjoy? What was your favorite part?
I mean, Nick's dad watching there at full volume on the podcast.
Yeah, that was
cool.
pretty dope. Me and Brandon getting a concussion together. Oh, that's not
yeah,
better.
you guys got TBIs together.
Yeah,
so that was
Yeah,
fine.
totally.
now Nick has
Eating avocado.
PTSD from
We'll
that
be all right.
statement.
Eat an avocado. It's fine.
That fire blast. What are the comments on that?
I don't know. I haven't checked it since they uploaded them. It's fine.
That
No,
was
or again, put up the fucking video of just you all getting blasted by fire.
It's just it's like
Brendan looks like you're standing like adjacent to.
I'm standing
barrel.
in the
what
vent of
gun
the
was
muzzle
that that you
brake.
guys shot that you all got TBIs?
So it was a German Pack 40, and apparently it is the last firing one left in the world. So incredibly cool opportunity. I'm actually very jealous that you got to shoot it because that's really cool. I don't think I would want to shoot it now, actually, having been next to the break.
you experienced the worst part.
Yeah, that was rough.
You got punched in the liver.
What's up?
You got punched in the liver by
Yeah,
the.
it straight up felt like a grown ass man slapped you in the liver firing that gun. Like you thought you died.
It was rough. Well, because like it's like moon dust out at Drive Tank. So like I pulled the string, it hurt, and then I couldn't see anything. I was like, oh no, things went wrong. Oh no.
An error has occurred.
Just vomit blood.
It's the same thing that fucking Scott and Adam felt immediately after a trigger pull. It's something has transpired.
Oh yeah, they did it in the. I can't wait to see that in slow mo. Also,
yeah.
your reactions in slow mo.
I've seen it. I've seen the slow-mo. It's pretty dope. Also, the Drive Tanks guys made me feel really stupid because like the whole time we were out there, we shot the Pack 40 last, so we shot all the tanks first. And the whole time I was like, how the f are these guys sighting in the tanks? Because like they were hitting ahead with a tank, which is pretty impressive. I was like, what the fuck kind of optics or sighting system do they have in a Sherman tank from 1946? And it was like, what the f going on? And then they started lining up the Pack 40 for the shot. Well, the Pack 40 is just the gun. And they just opened up the chamber, and the dude's like looking down the barrel, and he's like little to the left, just literally bore sighting in real life. I was like, oh, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
I mean, if you want to know where it's going,
That's how they were doing it. Accurate every time.
See, that was a good ass time.
Except the Sherman. They couldn't be accurate with the Sherman. They wouldn't let us shoot that. They made us shoot the Walker Bulldog.
What's wrong with the Sherman?
Well, the Sherman's the last driving, firing Sherman on Earth, and they believe it's the most fired Sherman ever. And the Germans, or the Sherman 76 millimeter barrels are rated for like 200 rounds. They said that one has over 5,000. So it's basically smooth bore at this point. They're like, we can't guarantee
it
shit.
straight up is smooth bore. Like 6.5 Creedmoor is shit after 5,000 rounds. Imagine a 3,000 foot per second tank projectile in
weighs
a
15
barrel made
pounds.
in 1941. Yeah.
My face is getting itchy. I like it.
Oh God.
That fuck
Your
that
echelon.
drink.
I like spicy energy drinks, damn it.
You're
Leave me alone.
psychopath. The brown guys don't even like spicy energy drinks.
It's perfect. And
How is that perfect?
Because spicy energy drinks operate on the same principle as spicy food. Do I like spicy food? It's okay, but it's way more cool because I don't have to share with my wife. Okay?
She's Mexican.
Guatemalan, right?
I was raised by white people. Calm down.
She didn't
My
like
wife thinks mayonnaise is spicy. All right,
I was
let's
about to say,
calm
man, this
down.
is spicy, bro.
I just don't understand the concept of like I'm also not one of those guys that likes the tahini on the rim of like a beer or whatever.
Oh, it's delicious.
I can't
Tahini
do
and
it.
Dos Equis.
Bro, you like that wakes you up.
Bro,
smelling
it's
it.
like a smelling salt?
watermelon Thai chili flavored
Actually, might pour some
Watermelon
in.
Thai chili.
Actually, want
is the flavor.
See, it
Try
doesn't
some in
smell
vodka.
bad. I don't.
I'll try some in vodka.
Oh, that might actually be kind of fun.
That's why I was like, you know what? Let's mix and match.
Yeah, it's one of the things of all time.
Oh God, can I try it? Because I think you now have some ownership. in
Yeah,
this
I bought into it. I love this f***ing energy drink. It's aggressive.
It has prebiotics.
Oh,
Yeah, it does.
oh no.
Capsian.
Oh God. So
L-theanine.
my lips are so dry from being at Oxford for 3 days.
That probably stung.
That stung quite a lot.
At least
Also,
it's-
it tastes like shit.
No, it's delicious. I mean, it's aggressive. It's not for everybody, I'll be honest, but I
Yeah.
like it.
Oh, I think it's probably if you like tahini, you'd probably like that a lot.
Okay, with the vodka, it's not. Oh, there's the spice.
Yep.
They're not spice. Capsian. Cody, what?
Capsaicin.
Capsaicin. Cody, what's in pepper spray?
Capsaicin.
Good. Echelon. It'll make you immune to pepper spray, I think.
Hello. What is that?
You mean my ass?
That's nice too, but I was talking about the jeans.
Oh, you mean my true classic jeans?
They look form-fitting.
Well, Eli, they're the most comfortable, best fitting jeans I've ever worn in my life.
By the way, your arms are looking jacked right now.
They're made to look good on the most important areas for a man, like their arms and chest.
Can it help me in all departments?
No.
It seems they have something for everyone, Cody.
Yeah, not only do they have casual wear, they have active wear and cold weather wear.
You mean like fleece hoodies, jeans, button-ups, stuff like that?
Yeah, you can basically build an entire wardrobe in 5 minutes from their website.
Yo, true classic. Not gonna lie, we put in a lot of effort in the materials we use. If y'all want to work together, make some unsub true classic stuff happen, we would love this level of material going out to the community. These are super, super nice.
I've actually been wearing the jeans for about a year now, and they are my favorite jeans. I have several pairs of them.
Over at True Classic, you can mix up any kind of clothing you want, whether that's shirts, shorts, long sleeve, and customize the wardrobe to fit you.
With a 100% perfect fit guarantee with easy returns.
And free shipping?
Free shipping!
Whether you're bundling up for the cold or getting ready for the spring, level up your style with clothes that actually fit right.
Just head on over to trueclassic.com/unsub to save and look cool as fuck.
For a surprise discount, use code unsub over at trueclassic.com.
You know birds don't taste spicy things.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Did you ask one?
Yeah, dude. This bird told me the other day. I was drunk as shit. It was awesome.
So birds, they don't sense.
Was it the crows from Dumbo that told you that, Cody?
Well, you know, the only reason things are spicy is because it developed spice so people wouldn't eat it or animals wouldn't eat it.
Watch me, bitch.
We're like, yeah, we love this shit.
Well, then we
Especially
invented
the Mexicans.
Then we invented India.
Mexicans. Yeah.
Wait, how does spice work with
We
humans?
invented brown
it's not,
people?
We don't. It's
Pretty
not
much.
actually spicy or hot. It is our receptors and our brain react to it, and that's what creates the warming in the body. I need to double check.
I have no fucking idea.
This could be an urban legend, but what I heard is that like there's a reason. The reason why you see spicy foods in regions close to the equator is because it like tricks your brain into like jump starting your cooling systems or whatever. So there's a reason why like Indians, Mexicans, like everywhere around the equator, they
None
like
of those
spicy
people
food.
are cool. What are you talking about?
I was say, are brown people real?
Jesus Christ!
Are brown people real? 2025 donut operator colorized, literally.
Can't wait for your next run in Congress, buddy.
God.
The hot
hope there's
sensation
not
from
another.
spicy food isn't a true temperature change, but rather the activation of pain receptors in the mouth, but triggered by components like capsaicin.
Good.
I remember something. I don't. Stupid shit I learned.
Dude, I think that the weirdest part of my life, we keep talking about synchronicity and we keep running into all these
go
weird
like
things.
This to your hair. This way. That way. One more time.
There you go. Hold on. I got you.
They
Yeah.
said.
Yeah, there you go. Now you look good.
You look sharp.
Like,
You look like a sharp young man.
yeah, now, yeah.
hey,
you look
hey.
like Albert Einstein like 3 seconds ago.
I'm only here to impress everyone.
Hey, you guys dressed different today too.
Oh,
You
nice.
dressed different.
we
I don't
did
feel
it.
like I'm going to get attacked by Agent Smith the entire episode this time.
We did it.
I was gonna say they just switch faces with their bodies. Just hold hands.
Oh my god.
What was you said your where were you going with that?
Oh no, I was just going to talk about fucking Smoking Ed Curry.
What?
I started a skate shop in Fort Mill, South Carolina, and little do I know the dude that has a hot sauce store beside me is the dude that invented the Carolina Reaper and like all sorts of other peppers, and he does all the hot sauces for hot ones at just the smallest world ever.
We didn't
I
even
thought
talk
Jesus
about that.
invented the Carolina Reaper. What?
To what?
Yeah.
I thought Jesus invented the Carolina Reaper.
No.
Jesus.
Smoking Ed Curry invented the Carolina Reaper.
Isn't it like a
bioengineered or whatever?
Crossbred,
Yeah,
a bunch of
selectively
eggs,
bred.
crossbred, a bunch of
dog.
stuff.
Like wolves.
That was wild.
They're reversed.
Yeah.
Because like I started a skate shop and I started cooking. I started doing cooking stuff on my vlog channel, and I was like, oh, dude, this guy has a hot sauce store up here. So I went up to his hot sauce store, got to talking to him, and he's like, yeah, I invented the Carolina Reaper and invented this and invented this and invented this. So he cross pollinated a bunch of crazy shit, and so that was a small world type thing. And then we ran into someone
Sean
the other
Evans.
day.
We didn't even tell that entire any
What?
of that. We were like because it was
You didn't know about this?
No.
Sean Evans, yeah, phone number, and then Ryan Trahan. What's that little blonde kid's name?
Ryan
Trahan.
We went to
There was a
so-
lot of weird YouTube things.
Yeah. So you were not here at that time.
I was in
And-
San Francisco for the
Yeah, you were in
YAL
San,
thing.
yeah, you did the Young Americans for Liberty thing. So me and Eli went up to Austin to a YouTube event, and we ran into Sean Evans, who's does Hot Ones, of course. We ran into Ryan Trahan, who's one of the biggest up and coming YouTubers ever. Fuck, we ran into who ran the event? Rhett and Link did it.
Dude, I'm getting the pictures and like the text updates as you guys are like doing this event. I'm over here in San Francisco stepping over human shit, and I'm like, God damn it.
And dude,
Of course, I had to miss
Well, the
out
whole
on
time,
that.
me and Eli were like, God damn, I wish Brandon was here.
Yeah. Well, you're in Austin stepping over human shit.
We were like heroin needles and all that stuff.
Same, but different.
Dude,
Same, but hotter.
Same, but less taxes.
it was
Also that.
it was getting an invite to one of those random YouTubers. Like, do you want to show up? And for the most part, Show's the one that put it together. She's like, hey, do you guys want to go to this? I was like, what is it? And it's like, whoa, it's a whole YouTube thing. I was like, but what is it?
Normally, those summits are basically for people who aren't
Yes.
like big creators. It's just like, oh, do you want to be a YouTuber? Essentially, is what those usually are.
Career day.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And it's
With
just
Dad.
like, oh, show up and random. But this was a lot. Like, we were in line and then Ryan Trahan was like 2 ahead of us. Like, yo, there's some big. And then Rhett Link behind us. Oh, this is like big boy YouTubers right now. We walk in, they're serving free drinks. We get all that shit. It was food, drinks. And then they made that weird ass milk drink, but filtered it a whole bunch. Skittles milk something. And it was
Yeah.
Skittles milk sounds disgusting.
Same. I thought that too. I was like, fuck off. I'm not drinking
Because
that.
Mythical Kitchen guy.
Well,
made
wait
that
a
one.
minute. Did it taste like the milk after you eat a bowl of Fruity Pebbles?
No, because it got rid of. It was. I don't know. It was a weird.
I was
It
like,
curdles.
fruity milk sounds great. Gross. Wait a minute. Hold on.
It was not bad.
The
though.
post Fruity Pebbles milk is actually kind of delicious. Maybe they're onto something.
I'm just thinking of the fucking Sam Elliott. Show me the tits on a Skittle.
Dude, it was
Show me the tits on a Skittle.
it was fun
good
walking
shirt.
out because we're
Let's
leaving.
go on a shirt.
We left at the end of the night, and Sean Evans, he was like, "You're the guy that does the body camera footage with the cop stuff." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, what's up? Nice to see you." He's like, "I've been watching your videos for a minute now." That was cool.
Fucking wild. It was a bunch. And the WME, thank you for like having that network there. I didn't realize they also manage Sean Evans and a lot of other of the big guys. So that put that network together. And then me and Cody are grabbing a drink. I was like, oh, Sean Evans is behind you. He's like, what? He turns, he's like, oh, fuck. Oh, that is actually Sean Evans. I was like, yeah, what the fuck is this little event? Okay.
I'm just picturing,
Nope.
because I wasn't there, I'm just picturing him like a Pokemon where you turn around and he's Sean Evans,
Sean Evans, Sean.
Matt Damon.
We were the oldest people there. Also,
We were absolutely the oldest people
Really?
there.
fuck yeah.
Because what? I'm 37. You're 40 now. We were just like, we didn't know what to do with our hands. We were like, okay.
Everyone was young. That's actually how we started the combo with Sean. Was hey, like we're the agent. Like, oh shit, the old people are here.
Whose
and
dad
it's
are you?
laughing. Yeah, exactly. Well, it was the agent. I was like, oh, old people, what's up? Everyone's young. They start laughing, and he's like, oh, what do you do? He's like, content creator for mine. You, WME. I was like, oh shit, who do you work with, Grayson or them? He's like, you know Grayson? Like, yeah, they're our guys. Like, oh, And then Sean was like, "Oh, Cody, like I know you. I fucking know you from somewhere."
Oh,
And-
you do the murder on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to come shoot guns.
Yeah, it's me.
I'm just picturing like you have to like do those like stupid like team building, like the gay team building exercises. It's like Eli stands up and is like, "All right, say 2 interesting facts about yourself." Like, "Hi, I'm Eli. I shot a man before most of you were born." Sit back down. A room full of fucking YouTube kids. It was like, "I play guitar."
Eli's funny because he's like, "Hi, I'm Eli. I weigh probably the lightest. I can bench press more than most of you, and I have a handicap placard for parking."
Also, my son's autistic. Ask him about destinations.
It's like, dude, especially after seeing like Ryan Trahan there, everyone was just young as shit there.
How old's he?
24.
God, he's a young
23,
kid.
19
And
million
he's
subs.
pushing, yeah,
Jesus.
exactly. He's pushing 19 million subs. Because like Jimmy, Mr. Beast helps him out with his stuff a lot.
Because he's like what? Jimmy's like what? 27 now, something like that.
No, well, ancient. Also, Rat is fucking monstrous.
Just tall.
He was tall.
He was 2 steps down, and
Because we were sitting at the edge of the bar where there were 3 steps.
Yeah, like he's 6'6", 6'7", or something like that. He's a monster on height. So,
So,
like, God damn, bro.
Funny story. I went to the same college as Rhett and Link.
Did not know that.
Yeah, middle of nowhere, Bowie's Creek, North Carolina, Campbell University. They were Campbell boys.
They put on a good. They put on a good event.
And they were sweethearts, and they provided drinks, and it was just a fun time. It was a fun time.
That I will give them a shout out for that. They put on that event and they went and walked to every group of people and talked to each
No shit.
and every group.
awesome.
That was
That's
really
cool.
cool to see. I was like, okay, that's really dope.
Very nice people.
It's really nice that they're willing to network in a room full of celebrities.
When you put it like that.
Sorry, that was not shade thrown. I just thought that was really funny.
They also had other people.
I used to watch I mean, that's kind of crazy because like growing up, like in high school and whatnot, we used to watch like Good Mythical Morning and stuff like that, and just kind of.
I didn't know it. Like Sav's the only person that introduced me to that stuff.
Really?
I never watched or heard of them before that. And then Sav's like, "Oh, this is my thing." And then it's like, "Oh, hey," I told her like 3 days before. I was like, "Oh yeah, we're going to a little party thing." She's like, "Okay."
It's mind blowing. It's like classical YouTube, but like their ad for the spanner, the catheter. They did like a fake catheter ad, like pretending to be old people. It's that skit's probably over 10 years old now. But
shit.
No, it's just old school YouTube that
They
used
do
to,
music videos like you. Like Sav didn't realize you used to do music videos.
back when the algorithm still rewarded 3.5 minute content that used copyrighted backing tracks. Can't really do that anymore.
You have to play like Freebird every
Yeah, as they get older, they are less impressed.
What do you guys got going on in the future, though? What videos are we making next, boys?
Death. Wait, what? Videos? Sorry.
Let's say
I'm running out of things. When I was 19, I wrote a checklist. It was pretty short.
You guys got welcome to the podcast. We're all just fucking tired now.
Yeah.
I'm awake. I had to stay out late
Eli's
last night.
drinking an echelon right now. I knew the Mexican half of him would love it. You're going to be able to do math so fast now.
I'm going to try that
Well,
mixed
with
try that mixed with vodka, see if that's any better, but
Drink the echelon.
I don't.
It's the healthiest energy drink for you.
All right, and now you're just using talking points.
No, it's true.
Is it really?
No, like legit. There's
very clean.
It's legit. It's between this and Jocko Go for the healthiest energy drinks you can drink. There's only
Hold on, whoa.
There's
300 milligrams of caffeine?
yeah. This is aggressive.
me.
It's an aggressive energy drink.
6, 7.
But there's only 7 ingredients that aren't active, whereas like most other energy, like all like C4 and Monster and all that shit have like over
red.
20.
It's all just niacin, makes your skin burn.
Yeah, it's niacin. It's basically pre-workout in a can, if we're being honest. But like, I'm very drunk, so it's.
Oh, that's got
coming
niacin
handy.
in it, like a bunch of niacin.
It's got
in it.
niacin, beta alanine. That's why my face is itchy right now. It's a great time.
My favorite, natural Thai chili pepper extract. Delicious with the sucrose. That's an active ingredient in
Whoever owns Echelon is very, aside from you as well, very, very big fan of spice.
I love it.
Spicy food.
We have. You want to know what our new flavor is?
You'll hate communists 300 times faster.
This is true.
Oh, that got some.
It's got some spunk.
Yeah. I always forget. I haven't drank it. Like, I'll take a sip at Cody's house and then completely forget.
Which, by the way, Echelon, thank you for sending me all the drinks I don't drink.
This is like that. Have you seen that the bit from Shane Gillis's podcast where they did the BetterHelp ad, and it was like their last BetterHelp ad. It was like the shittiest ad read, and they were just laughing about the ad read the whole time. It's like, this is why they're not sponsored anymore.
What'd they go on? That's one that could be hilarious if you just shit them.
I don't remember it well enough. I just remember like they were just like, oh yeah, totally.
Helps my PTSD. This is what. Oh, yeah. I did have a question. Have you guys watched? Is it BBC? Not Big Black Hawks.
Then in that case,
one.
no.
Definitely not
the
that.
British channel,
British Broadcasting
Network. BBC.
Basically, socialist Fox News.
Yeah, whatever. I get what you're saying. Go on.
Okay. Which
Their
part?
SAS show about like the world. There's a fucking. They have a series about the.
Does it have to do something with a friend of ours?
I have a list of things I don't trust, and the British is pretty high up there.
Does it start with Christian Schmaghead?
Yeah. After hearing how they treated him, I'm not a huge fan. Wasn't a huge fan to begin with. Definitely not now.
When did the SAS come about? World War II?
Yeah, it was prior to World War II. Started out, yeah.
It's
But around
following
there.
that time frame.
That was a Churchill thing, right?
That was the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Oh, one of the coolest movies ever, except there's a huge queer in it, too.
Cody's just violence today.
Oh, I'm sorry. You mean the one guy that plays the most violent actor of all time, but he also does not want anyone to have assault rifles.
That's funny. It's like, yeah, when you're built like him, yeah, he's like, oh, I don't understand the need. It's like, yeah, well, no shit. It's for people like you.
SAS
is that the guy that plays
heroes.
Reacher?
Yeah.
He's a huge anti-gun guy?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's upsetting. I just watched like a really funny interview about him like getting the role for Reacher.
Yeah,
it's so good.
He was talking about it and he's like, yeah, I was really nervous because the director wanted somebody that was like anatomically exactly what Reacher was in the books or whatever. And Reacher's like 6'8", and he's like, I'm only 6'4", and I'm like 30 pounds lighter than Reacher is in the book, but he's just yoked to the gills.
Yeah.
And he's like, so I was really nervous when I went in for the acting portion of the casting, and I had a lav mic on that I just put on. They didn't put it on me. And I went and I did my whole set, and they made me refilm it because they were getting like some weird interference in the audio that sounded like a boom, 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 boom. He's like, my heart was beating so hard, so fast, it fucked up the audio. So they made me redo it. And he's like, they asked if I had a mic on. He's like, no. And then he like turned around and threw the mic behind the stage and redid it and got the role. So I was like, that's pretty fucking hilarious.
That's pretty funny. I just hate it. Like guys like that are just like, I don't understand why you'd need a gun. It's like, yeah, well, when some 100-pound blonde gets chased in a parking lot by somebody who looks like you.
Makes sense.
Does your exiting traffic get caught by road debris?
You ever tried to clean peanut butter off of a shag carpet?
Worry no more with Manscaped 5.0 lawnmower.
Smooth as a bottom.
Because nothing says fresh start like a sharp beard and a freshly manicured lawn.
I can tell why his last name's Herrera.
Join over 12 million men who trust Manscaped and use the code UNSUB for 20% off and free shipping.
At manscaped.com?
At manscaped.com.
This is what Brandon used to clear his undergrowth.
Because your confidence grows best with the right tools.
Come here, Brandon.
No.
75 minutes of power with the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra.
And most importantly, their skin-safe technology. Because these tools are gentle where it matters the most. We don't judge.
Your butthole.
Manscaped offers a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you can try that beard and ball bundle risk-free.
They also help with a lot of testicular cancer charities, which we genuinely appreciate here. So they're doing good work, and you get clean balls.
You get to help others. You know what we say about that, word community. Don't cut corners on your grooming routine. Upgrade to the beard and ball trimmer from Manscaped. Anime smile.
Stay fresh this season for everyone's sake. Level up your grooming today.
Use code ONSUB to get 20% off and free shipping over at manscaped.com.
Shave your balls.
Also, new the reels. I don't know if you. One dude does these shorts, and it's a girl running. It's like a different girl each time, and it's him sprinting at them. It's always nighttime. He's like helping girls get home. Part 4.
Oh my God.
Part 5. And then he just sprinting. I was like, this is fucking hilarious.
The meme where it's like, I'm just trying to help girls get home to their cars.
His name is Bing Brout.
I have a really funny idea for a Pepperbox special.
What's that?
The gang does Inception. So you know those stupid videos where like it's like a film crew and there's an actor and it's like a 7-year-old girl that's an actor and like a creepy 35-year-old guy that's also an actor, but the little girl goes and sits next to like a normal person on a park bench. And then, like, after a minute or two, like, the creepy 35-year-old comes up. It's like, oh, yeah, what's your name? Oh, yeah, your mom told me to come pick you up. Well, like, blatantly trying to abduct this girl in front of this other person to see how they react.
And they never do.
I want us to do an Inception where we hire a film crew to do that. And they think they're pranking a random person. But the random person is JD DeLay. And they don't know that. And JD doesn't know that either. And we just see what happens.
So we're like, hey, JD, can you be at this park bench? We got a thing we want to film with you, blah, blah, blah.
Here's Craighead.
The gang instigates a murder.
Right,
JD DeLay goes back to prison.
That's the logo. Back to prison.
What a thumbnail.
There's conveniently a wood chipper like 3 feet from the park bench.
All right, you make it one other level of Inception deeper. The actor doesn't know JD DeLay is going to be there either.
Are you just speed running our Kona skill at this point?
I just like a wood chipper's next. We like set that portion in. It's like somebody's just chucking. Patty Main. Have you ever heard of him?
Yeah.
That's it. So it's a show about him.
I
don't know.
Patty Main's dope.
So they did an entire series about it. It's on season 2.
Who did?
Oh, dope.
BBC. For military, from the clips I've seen, I actually want to watch. I was going to ask you guys if any of you seen it, but it is.
Never heard of it.
Fucking. We'll just Chase. You're gonna have to cut this one. So, like,
Bro,
was he like what was Patty Main like? According to this, he led an awesome team. SAS respected the fuck out of him, but also a complete shitbag.
He's just, I mean, he's the classic case of like the dude that you want in war. I mean, he's like Jake McNasty or like a lot of the other guys that I do videos on, where it's just like, this is the guy that like, we're not going to tolerate him in a time of peace, but in a time of war, it's like he's so good. You just kind of got to put up with it.
Yeah, it's like in gentlemanly warfare.
Yeah, exactly.
Let them do their shit. It's like if any of us went back into war right now, it's like we don't want to be here and we're going to be gnarly about everything that happens.
Oh, I'd be so
I'm not going to shave my face and I'm not going to fucking put up with a lot of shit.
Dude, that's my, like, if I think like my goal right now is I really, really want Mel Gibson to do another movie. And I want him to bring me on as a technical advisor for literally any story I've ever done a video on. And have a Mel Gibson directed movie of any war hero I've ever done.
That would
and
be
I
rad.
just want to be
Jake
the technical
McNasty
advisor
movie.
and an extra.
I'm going to do something right now. Guys, if you know Taylor Sheridan, who directed
Yellowstone.
Sicario 2, Yellowstone, Wind River, all of that, reach out to us because we can all act and we can all write, especially Nick that comes to a historical role. Please.
Plus, you've been trying to get into the writing thing for a while.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm down. I'll act. I'll write. Like, I want to do that shit. Nick wants to write historical stuff.
because you've just been talking about like wanting to learn from a writer like Taylor Sheridan.
Yeah.
Because his stuff is rad.
Dude, I don't even like I've got a job now. I don't care. I will sit to the side and watch you write and direct. It would be kind of cool.
Well, like, what was the movie? You showed me the clip. I've never seen the movie, but it's about like the bank robbers. The Taylor
High
Sheridan
Water?
movie.
Yeah, Hell or High Water.
So, like, you showed me the fight scene outside the gas station, and you pointed it out after the fact. But there's this fight scene in the gas station, and the dude's sitting in the car, and the dude like some guy pulls up the gun, is like talking smack, and then his partner comes around and like
You think there's
beats the
10
shit
of
out of
me.
the guy.
Yeah.
You'd think there's 10 of me. And then Cody pointed out, and he's like, what you don't see is the dude sitting in the car that didn't move the whole time. Dude was just like acting lazy and being super badass. He had a gun in his hand the whole time. So like he was always in control of the situation, but like they never bothered to point it out. You just had to notice it. And like that's the type of shit that I would want to do in an actual war movie.
Yeah.
Is like all those
Little
little
things,
tiny
those little
details
bitty
where it's like
things.
you could watch it 4 times, never catch it, and the 5th time you would catch it and be like, oh I never noticed that part before.
Well, it's like I'm a published author. I have 500 written articles. I have over 1,000 YouTube videos that comes to that. And that's the one thing I noticed. So it was like, oh, yeah, he was in control of the situation.
Yeah.
Have you seen that, Eli?
No, I need to watch that one. I've never heard of that. Is it a movie?
Yeah, Hell or High Water. That one scene is fucking brilliant.
Oh yeah, it's 1911.
Yeah, sure
Right there. Yeah, it's under control the entire time. It's those little details.
Well, that's like the little shit. Like every so like the one thing that's always bothered. Or I think Band of Brothers did it for a second, but like paratroopers in World War II, like when they jumped into Normandy, like they had a whole protocol about like how to advance and like identify each other because they were so scattered. So like they had a little tiny clicker, you know, like the dog training clickers that you can buy.
They call it the cricket.
They called it crickets. They had crickets, and that's how they would signal each other. And if you had a cricket, you would hit it, and then like they would hit theirs back, and then you would yell a challenge word, and they would respond with the answer. And it was like thunder, or lightning was the challenge word, and they would have to respond with thunder
Or flash,
and
I think.
flash, and they did that on purpose because the Germans couldn't say thunder; it would be dunder. So then they would know that even if the Germans knew the code word, they wouldn't be able to pronounce thunder. So like little shit like that.
Well,
would be so cool.
It's
It's
like
like
the technical director on what's the one with Jake Gyllenhaal?
Which one?
Jarhead?
No, the cop movie.
Oh, End of Watch.
Yeah, End of Watch. He's sitting there talking to the dude. Remember, he fights the guy. He takes his
they
badge
do
off
square
and he
up,
fights the guy. But next time they see him, he's got his hand up on the window. He's got his gun underneath his
Yep.
arm. It's like, so I would do that as a cop. Like I would have my, like if someone came up to talk to me, I would pull my gun out and just have it up underneath my arm. It's like, yeah, you want to try anything? It's not going to work out for you, Bubba. And it's like little technical things like that. It's so cool to see in movies.
When you have good
just
directors, your what? I mean, fucking Tarantino's really into this.
Tarantino with the 3 thing
Dude, he has
in
like
Inglourious
yeah.
Bastards.
his
because he
level of
knew that-
detail is insane.
Yeah, because he knew that Polish people did 3 like this and not like this, and that's
Yeah.
how the Germans identified it. It's like those tiny little details are so cool.
I'm just thinking of still back to your Thunder Flash, the
Yeah.
whole thing, or Flash Thunder. Imagine fighting the Japanese. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Fa la la la.
Your favorite clothing brand, Ruru Ramen.
Ruh-roh raggy.
Did I tell you what I talked Jake into
No,
for Pepperbox? He's gonna let Pepperbox fund it.
what is it?
Have you ever watched Deadliest Warrior?
Yep,
It was like my favorite show in high school, where they had like, what would happen if a Viking fought a ninja?
Where you play hooky from school and just
Yeah,
watch that
and
for
they-
3
they
hours
like-
straight on Spike TV or whatever.
Yeah, and then like when it was like special forces, they had like actual Delta guys, but for like pirates and ninjas, it was just like a bunch of dudes they found at the fucking mall talking about how deadly a katana
That's
is.
how ballistic dummies got cool.
Yeah, literally.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that started that whole business. That and YouTubers.
So,
forgot about that
and then
show.
like at the end of the show, they had the very technical AI simulation, whatever, where actors would like reenact a battle or whatever. I just want to do like 3 to 5 minute cutscenes of the end of the battle. And I have a buddy that grew up in Japan. He's Japanese, speaks English and Japanese like super fluent, and he's been doing jujitsu for 5 years with me. So I want to bring him out, and we're gonna get him dressed up in an Imperial Japanese uniform, and I'm gonna be in Army GI uniform, and we're gonna have like a 3-minute fight to the death. That's gonna devolve into a jujitsu match at the end of it, and then if that goes good, ideally we're gonna bring admin out to be an SS guy, and then we'll just like bring out different and just basically just recreate the end scene of Deadliest Warrior with
It's
these
just
cool
fighting
fights.
sequences.
Yeah.
Dude,
So basically, bring admin out to be himself.
Dude, I will say, it's now on my algorithm, of course. Watching medieval fights, this one dude, he just recreates what medieval fights would actually be. Like against peasants.
Dude, they're gnarly.
Bro, they are violent.
When knights were fighting, it's gnarly.
Dude, because they're just like beating the
we
shit
got
out
a
of each
Douglas.
other.
There's Douglas.
Douglas.
Oh, we got Douglas.
It's just dinner.
Oh my god.
Douglas so big now.
He's still got the
getting
puppy.
wacky,
He's
dude.
still got the puppy breath.
That
Yeah.
was
Guess what? You're part of the podcast now. Hey. Oh, this is the first time introducing Douglas to the podcast.
No, it's not.
Yep. No, I think it is.
We
isn't
brought
it?
him on before.
Have we?
For sure. We brought him on last time I was here. He was much smaller. He's like doubled in size.
Yeah,
so.
Blah, blah.
Yeah,
like
he's
2
big
weeks.
now.
This is bigger Douglas.
This is Big Doug.
Level 2 Doug.
Level 2 Doug is here.
God, now I need to find that medieval fights because it'd be the peasants versus one medieval knight, and it's not scripted, so it is. You guys just go and take each other down. The only time you're dead is if they like pin you down and like stab you with a like dull knife in the
Just
fucking
like
neck.
real life.
Yeah, but otherwise
There's
you're
a-
like, oh, this is fucking
There's a
brutal.
really good movie on Netflix. I think it's a Netflix original. It's Matt
Knight?
Damon and Adam Driver. Are
Oh
the
my
main
god, yeah, dude.
characters.
That's based off of the two
Is that based on real
lords.
life?
That is that
Oh,
actual.
really? I didn't know
whole-
that.
Yeah, that is actual.
The movie's so good.
This is the one that came out like a couple years ago.
Yeah, it came out a couple years ago, and like the whole concept of the movie is like Matt Damon and Adam Driver are like best friends, and they're like the top knights that get sent out by the king to go like conquer shit.
Yeah.
And eventually, Adam Driver's character becomes more of like the political guy that stays back home and like does the
Bougie
political
shit.
side, and Matt Damon is like the conqueror out in the field, like just being gritty and gnarly. And
Not white.
he like kind of builds a little bit of resentment, and Adam Driver has the hots for Matt Damon's wife, and he ends up forcing himself upon her. And
On what? No, that's what's crazy. That is the different narrations of it, and that's what actually happened. One was, oh, he raped me. The other was like, no, it was okay. No,
Yeah.
this, and so all three stories, and they tell it really
yeah, and
well.
Adam Driver was like, no, she wanted it, and she's like, no, she didn't. And Matt
So
Damon,
there's ambiguity of what happened, kind of thing.
yeah, but Matt Damon is like
like real
Matt
life.
Damon basically goes to his wife and is like, just like basically, did you cheat on me or not? Because I'm going to kill this guy if he didn't. And she's like, I didn't cheat on you. And he challenged Adam Driver to basically a duel to the death to determine if he was guilty. And the movie ends with Matt Damon and Adam Driver having a knight fight to the death. And it devolves into like a real knife fight of like swords and axes aren't effective on plate armor. We're having a grappling match with daggers.
We're punching
essentially.
each other with gauntlets. Teeth are falling out, and then I stab you in the leg,
Yeah.
and then I'm stabbing you in the fucking crotch.
So basically, like both of them die.
Oh, no, one of them does. I'll let you watch the movie.
Oh,
One of them definitely dies.
And
I'm
then
just thinking, like in what year is this roughly?
1600s.
Yeah, 14, 1600, I don't know. Knights.
Yeah, this is the-
Knights in plate armor times.
Bacteria is still magic.
Yeah.
So it's like, after you get stabbed in the femoral and, just like cut in 18 different places while you're in like pig shit mud. It's
Dude,
like,
the wife, they just lock her up and put her on a pedestal. It's like, hey, if your husband dies, we're hanging
Oh, yeah,
you
that
and
was the
burning
thing.
you.
It's like, yeah, if your husband dies, like you're getting burned for lying about it.
man.
So it was like,
And she
yeah.
was pregnant at the time, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's
so
a
like,
gnarly
it's straight
movie.
up like Bowser Princess Peach shit.
Yeah.
She lost no matter what. Like, that was the crazy thing. It was like the wife, and they're like, what a whore. And then the other side's like, well, either way, she has to stand up here and stand in front of the court and watch this battle. Her husband's going to die.
But if
or
the
not.
husband wins,
She was
she's
innocent.
fine, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
it tells like that's what's crazy. It's all three perspectives. So her perspective is like, I'm getting raped, and then the Matt Damon's perspective, he doesn't like his wife. It's like, he like hit her
Just
and all
out of
that.
honor kind of thing, or like,
It's back in the day when it was like she's property. So he like
Yeah.
slaps her. It's
I
like,
mean-
why'd you let the grape happen? Like hits her. Why didn't you fight
wild
back?
sentence.
Yeah, dude.
It's a wild movie, but it's really good.
We used to be a proper country.
Well, this was
That
England.
wasn't our country.
I don't care.
Dude, so
Same principles apply.
And Cody's like, let's go back to Prima Nocta. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, dude, like public hangings. Let's do it.
The town I graduated high school in had one of the last public hangings in the U.S.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
you know, fucking 2 weeks ago, we just had the first public execution with a
By
firing
gunfire,
squad.
yeah. Since
Yeah,
like
in a while, yeah.
2010 at least. They did one a while back in Idaho,
Yeah,
but this was
wasn't
like
it?
the first one in a while.
You know,
Because, I mean, the guy was a shithead, but he was like, I don't want to die by injection because they mess it up sometimes. I don't want to die like by getting electrocuted because that would suck.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, he's like, I just want to get shot. But
105 howitzer. If I had a choice and they're like, you're gonna die, but okay, let some buddies get some YouTube.
Oh,
clips
yeah,
of
for
it,
sure.
And then stand me in front of the 105.
Jamie, pull
gear.
up the Garantham clip.
Not the body. I want my head. Just like right on.
Oh, it don't matter.
Nothing would make me happier than the last thing I see is some drive tanks guy bore sighting in the pack for. Yeah, don't move, fucker.
The last thing you hear is ears.
You still go like this. Your arms are standing there still. You just freeze frame. Your head's gone.
Jesus,
dude, I really don't understand how we don't have not even public execution, but public humiliation these days.
The flogging.
We're like, if you steal from your neighbor,
The town,
we're gonna let the town come by and just throw vegetables at you,
and
no one's gonna steal after that.
the town I graduated high school in, Charles City, Iowa. I think they had a public hanging in like 1959. Like it was one of the most recent ones. There was a dude. I think it was either murder or sexual assault, and
Jaywalking.
basically, so like in the town, there's a river that runs midway through the town. There's two bridges. It's literally the courthouse, and like 80 feet outside the courthouse door, which is also the jail, is one of the bridges, like Main Street Bridge. Apparently, like 200 people just showed up to the f***ing jail one night and were like, "We're taking that motherfucker. You letting us do it, or are we gonna make you let us do it?" And the jailers were like, "Fucking, I guess you're taking him," and they walked him outside and threw him over the side of the fucking bridge.
based.
Yeah,
Done.
No one got in trouble.
So Nick can't answer this because I'm pretty sure he knows. When do you think the last execution via guillotine was? Like the
France.
straight up like 1800,
like an actual
yeah,
like the big blade coming down on
Wasn't
someone's
it
head.
19? I know. Well, no. Christopher Lee got to witness one. The actor who passed and also did like Lord of the Rings armor, like
Sith Lord.
Oh, the
Yeah.
gnarliest fucking actor of all
Yeah.
time.
He
He
got to
was
watch
on
one.
Gentlemanly Warfare. He was part of that crew, right?
in real life. I'm not sure. He was in World War II.
he was probably like some sort of special forces stuff, but
not SAS.
SAS.
Yeah, he was
not
SAS.
No. It was it wasn't SAS.
MI.
It was
SBS? Special
Yes.
Boat Service? Yeah.
no. Or,
MI6 or some shit.
SOS. He needs help.
British Commandos?
He killed
Yeah,
people.
he
I
was-
know
I think
that.
it was something like
He was like
he was a
some
British special
variation
forces.
of special
He
forces
was
in
one
World
of
War
the
II.
precursors for the SAS and the SBS being brought about.
OCS?
He was part of Winston Churchill's like
Ministry of
dudes.
Ungentlemanly Warfare?
Yeah,
he was the Royal. He was in the Royal Air Service.
So
or excuse me,
SAS.
Royal Air Force. So RAF.
but he was
And
one
then
of the.
precursor to the SAS, which was attaining the rank of flight lieutenant and specializing in intelligence, including decoding German ciphers and working in the Long Range Desert Group
So
(LRDG).
He wrote the book for the SAS to come about, which were like, if you guys don't know it, the SAS is it's like the Navy SEALs of the British Special Forces guys.
SOE.
SOE, yeah.
Yeah, Special Operations Executive.
When Grey Tongue stabs Sauron, that's when that's
yeah,
one of my
that
Peter
story's
Jackson's
gnarly.
like you're going like and he's like, what? You don't make sounds. They don't make that sound when you get stabbed in the back. He's like, what? What are you talking about? How would you know? He's like, because I stabbed a dude in the back.
That was my favorite. Like
He's like, no, they make this noise.
You're like, damn.
the juxtaposition of him telling the story and Peter Jackson telling the story is my favorite edit. Because it's the same story, but it's just back and forth. He's like, I just really wasn't going to argue with him. Wasn't going to fight him.
What's Timothy?
But real quick, we edged the audience on the guillotine thing.
Oh yeah, was that 19? I would say. Well, actually, I think it's in the 70s. Now that you've told this story, is that
Nailed it.
76, right?
1977.
Dang, I was
Where?
Oh, what's that?
In France, I believe. So I thought it was in the 70s, but yeah, straight up. It was the last person to be executed by guillotine was in France, September 10th, 1977.
I would do that. That wouldn't be too bad.
That
For
wouldn't be
the
that bad.
kidnapping, torture, and murder of Elizabeth Bouquet. I
Based.
don't. Yeah.
I don't understand. Fuck, dude. How much less crime would there be if we just publicly executed people these days?
So instead of doing private prisons, what if we did private executions?
God,
What
that
if
would-
we just what if we just had like pay-per-view? It was a special section of Netflix or Amazon Prime.
come watch on Switch TV where you push a button for donos?
Dude, come on, let's
on
talk to-
how much, like how they die is just dono.
Let's talk to the South Carolina correction system about putting that on Pepper Box.
What kills me is like back in the day during like Yellowstone era is when someone like stole a horse, because you're basically stealing a man's life and you stole his horse, so they would execute horse thieves.
Yeah.
And back in that day, they would take you out to the town square and they would just hang you. And people would come from miles around and build picnics around that because it was an event. It was a party.
They didn't have phones.
Yeah, and they would
You're bored.
like you would take your family out and have a party and watch some dude just hang because he stole a horse.
Funny story about that, like the things you take your fucking family out to. One of my favorite stories is in the beginning of the Civil War. So Battle of First Manassas or Bull Run. Everybody expected this to be like a 2-week war. Ended up being like the darkest 4 years of American history. When both the Confederate and Union armies were marching at each other in Manassas, Virginia, everyone wanted to go see the spectacle that was going to be this new war. And you had families picnicking on a hill overseeing the battle. And it was like, there are photos of it. They straight up like,
wild.
You want to go see some mass death, kids?
But like every woman who watches Yellowstone and watches all these things that Sheridan especially is making, they romanticize the whole thing and like, oh, it's so sweet.
Like 1883,
Look,
1923.
these women are so sweet and they're so lovely in this love story. It's like you don't realize how fucking gnarly it was back then.
Property. You were property.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But back to my point, I would love to see people be executed.
Cody's like,
Publicly.
again, I just
I'm
we
just telling
bring
you.
this back.
So my police department, like we couldn't stop responding to crimes at a specific Walmart, but it sucked responding there because everyone's taxpayer dollars was going to this one specific Walmart. And it like, you know, if we just took one shoplifter out and just flogged them, they'd probably stop fucking stealing batteries to make meth from that Walmart.
Who was it the other day that was just like, like everything's a psyop? They're saying like, yeah, I'm just taking a whole truckload of lithium-ion batteries into the hood. An entire cargo container full of AA.
I don't know. The more and more. Do you guys want to get deep into this shit?
Please. I'm on the train. Don't stop now.
Let's see. Let's go
Let's
for
see
it.
where this rabbit hole goes.
Real quick. Did you watch The King? Timothy Chalamet?
What Chalamet do now?
The King?
Other
when
than
it's
be
King,
Atreides.
I forget who he plays. Which king
Lisa
he plays.
Nagaib.
It's
Look,
when it's invading France. It's like King of England and they...
You told me to watch it,
terribly
but-
unspecific.
Dude, that is, again, a really good... If you want to see actual like combat, it is at the same level of the movie you were talking about earlier, where it's just violent. And Timothy Chalamet, the guy's like full night and it's muddy because they chose that
Yeah, you told me about this.
Bro.
Yeah.
violent because he's like slipping. He doesn't have traction, so he's like, okay, he walks up, fucking disarms him, and then
You know what? Nothing beats A Knight's Tale. So there's that.
that's true. God damn.
We will rock you.
Speaking of a guy that fucking died early,
Heath
Heath
Ledger.
Ledger.
Heath
Yeah.
Ledger, man.
Also, I found out. You remember the naked guy, like the comedic relief from Knight's Tale?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
that's Vision.
That was Vision and Jarvis from
Yeah.
Iron
Yeah,
Man.
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
I,
Herald that was like the hype man.
I only watched that movie maybe like 3 years ago for the
Yeah,
first
he's
time.
he's the poet.
I was like, whoa,
The naked
hold on.
guy.
Yeah.
I know that voice.
I forgot he was Vision. Holy shit! Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, classic movie. You've never watched Knight's Tale? Just go.
Knives Still is just it's a
great.
brilliant movie, dude. If you want to see him before he died, like that's such a good movie.
It's not a good movie.
It's a
but it's
fun movie.
It's like
It's fun. It's
I
fun.
put it with Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
It's not a good film, but it's one of my favorites.
But it's objectively awesome.
yeah, it's everyone
it's cool
likes
as fuck.
it. Yeah.
They knew about Queen like in the medieval times because it's like they're playing "We Will Rock You."
Yeah. It's a movie that could have only come out in that same period with Starship Troopers, like late '90s, early 2000s. It was a different.
I
place.
fucking love that movie.
Back on Lord of the Rings for a second. You know who was originally the first person offered the role of Aragorn in Lord of the Rings?
Nah, come on, tell us.
Russell Crowe.
Really?
He declined. Guess how much money he was offered to play the role of Aragorn?
Oh God, 40 million. That
10
time
million.
probably like 30 to 40.
10% of all the
Oh
rights
my god!
to Lord of the Rings.
That's more than 40 million, Bubba.
That's over $1 billion. We're talking action figures.
Why do you turn it down?
Because the director of Lord of the Rings didn't want Russell Crowe to play him. He wanted the guy. What's the guy that played Aragorn? He's got a weird name, like Victor Viggo
Mortensen.
He actually wanted him to do it, and Russell Crowe just like knew that that's what the director wanted, so he just declined the role because he didn't want a role that the director didn't want him in. But he's like, yeah, I missed out on a fuck ton of money.
So did Viggo Mortensen get 10% of the franchise?
I don't think so. I don't
there's
because
no way.
he wasn't nearly as big of a name as Russell Crowe, but Russell Crowe would have got 10% of the franchise if he agreed to play.
You know
Aragorn.
how I know it didn't happen?
Yeah.
Because Vigo's still acting. If he had 10% of Lord of the Rings, he absolutely would not be. He'd be somewhere in Boca Raton.
It's like Star Wars.
But did you know in that one scene he kicked the
toy
helmet?
thing?
God, who? What? Somebody else got offered to play Gandalf and turned it down, and it was also worth a ridiculous amount of the franchise.
Whoever played Star Wars, the original, God dang it, Luke's teacher. Why am I drawing his face? Blank.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah,
Who's the
Ben.
actor for it, though?
Alec Guinness.
Alec Guinness got 3% of all Star Wars royalty. Because
Wasn't-
he took a
wasn't-
pay cut and he was like, this is going to be a shit movie. And he hated that role. Hated that role, but made him 200, 300, 400 million dollars.
Wasn't Alec Guinness one of the guys that was with Chris Lee, who was in the essay or the
They
so
were
know that.
like special forces guy in World War II?
They wanted Sean Connery to be Gandalf, and they offered him a massive sum of money, and
So-
he turned it down.
Alec Guinness was in the Royal Navy Volunteer Reserve during World War II.
God, those dudes were hard asses. And then they were actors right
Yep,
afterwards.
yep. Damn, that's funny, Eli.
He was a fellow seaman.
He was a cum diver like me.
That's what they love to be called.
Oh, wow.
Fellow cum diver.
He participated in various dangerous missions, including the Allied invasion of Sicily during 1943.
Yep. All those dudes who were amazing actors
Oh, God.
back in that day. They were SF dudes who killed more people than cancer.
He served as an officer on a landing craft in D-Day.
Holy shit.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. Like all
then he's
these
Obi-Wan.
famous actors. You got Gandalf. You got fucking all these dudes who were in all these movies. They were hard ass dudes back in World War II.
That's fucking wild.
What's your secret? I'm not acting. That's the secret. What?
Dude, yeah, Christopher Lee. Lord of the Rings, just shit.
That actually,
You've seen it, right? Yes, you've seen. Okay,
What?
One of our friends hasn't seen. No, it was
seen what?
Lord of the Rings.
Fucking.
Yeah,
you're talking about Junkyard Dicks?
yeah, Kev.
Kev. Yeah. Kev's like, nah, I've never seen Lord of the Rings.
I haven't seen Lord of the Rings.
Wait,
We're gonna fight.
wait, are
so-
you
Not
fucking
lying.
f***ing with me or?
Let me explain.
No.
I've
No,
seen
stop.
Lord of the Rings through like 8 different sessions of my dad's watching it on TNT growing up, but I've never sat down and watched the entirety of the Lord of the Rings.
God damn it. We got to push my flight back another day
For one episode.
to watch all of them.
Yeah, director's
The gang
cut.
watches Lord of the Rings. We
Director's
talked
cut.
about renting out a movie theater at one point, just like on an off day. and
You've
just
really never watched Lord of the Rings.
I've never sat down and in one sitting watched an entire Lord of the Rings movie.
the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm a bad homeschool kid, man.
That's not an excuse.
No, I'm saying like all the homeschool, every homeschooler, if you ask them what their favorite movie franchise is, it's Lord of the Rings.
and you just managed to miss all 3 of them. Have you seen The Hobbit? Say no.
I watched The Hobbit in theaters.
Lord of the Rings is like the
And
one.
it was
Lord of the Rings is the one movie where me and like my wife could be like, "Oh, let's Netflix and chill in high school," and it'd be like, "Oh fuck, the Battle of Helm's Deep is on. We're gonna have to finish in 13 minutes. Sorry, like we're gonna have to pick this up in a minute." And she's like, "Yeah, I agree. Actually, like Hannah loves Lord of the Rings.
It's so good.
My birthday throughout high school was watching the Lord of the Rings with my family.
really.
We'd watch them back to back.
It's an
Let's-
all
let's
day.
all-
That's what I wanted to do was just watch Lord of the Rings.
Let's do the Gang Does Lord of the Rings.
We have to get." Zach and Angry Cops because Zach has already been talking about just having a day where we all get together and have a movie day and just watch all the Lord of the Rings together.
Like Brandon just said, the gang does. We just sit and we have cameras pointed at us and we watch Lord of the Rings.
We have to get a movie theater though for that. That is 100%.
It'll be like a Mystery Science Theater 3000.
MST 3K.
Yeah.
I used to watch them all the time, like with riff tracks. Because like all the guys that did MST 3K did like riff tracks, and like you download like the extra audio, and like you'd press play on the movie and press play on their audio track.
Pepperbox, the cum cut. You get to watch Lord of the Rings with us.
That's actually
not a bad
we
idea.
could probably do. It's just a camera pointed at
our
us.
commentary, and you can be like, "Hey, start the movie in 3,
Like,
2,
can we get
1."
trouble if we
click,
have it and they're
and
playing?
Not if it's just us with lav mics and cameras pointed at us, and the audience knows to play it at the same time at home.
Yeah,
Oh, we just do a
The Gang
countdown?
Does riff
Yeah,
tracks.
like, all right, start the movie in 3, 2, 1, and we just have the movies roll back to back to back, and it's just us for 9 hours watching the show.
9. I think they're like 8, 12 hours for the director's cuts.
That's fine.
I'm
Is that
fine
one of
with
those you have to watch the director's cuts? Like those are the.
I mean,
the
fuck it, why
version?
not?
Go in. These are experiences, Brandon. The Battle of Helm's Deep, dude. Number 3 won the most awards. Like the Return of the King, fantastic. But Battle of Helm's Deep,
the
number
best.
2, The Two Towers, fucking gangster.
'Cause
Even number 1,
Helm's-
you're just like, God damn.
Helm's Deep is when Gandalf shows up, right?
Yeah, at
Like,
the end. Yeah, to save the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look to the west. Right.
Because like these
Or
are all
east.
things like I've seen it through clips
seen the
and whatnot.
memes.
Yeah, no, of course, yeah, and I know what happens. I just don't like. I've never sat down and just ever watched one to completion.
You're gonna have to toss me.
This is like
Don't tell
this
the
is
elf.
like this is like
so good.
this is like watching adult films and actually doing it in the difference. Like just so you understand the gravity of this situation.
So
like
I'm gonna come?
It's way more
Oh, yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Repeatedly.
Many times. many teams.
right.
Sheila, God, dude,
This
We have
part
to get
can't make.
Nordronic.
This part can't make. Oh, that would be actually. Great.
dude, Gary's gonna be so mad you haven't watched this.
I'm mad.
I bet Gary will flip shit. He would come hang out during that.
All right,
Eli,
so
what do
if we have to do that.
I'm texting Gary right now about this.
It would. I don't think it'd be that much to rent out a
Dude,
theater for the day.
No,
It'd be
no.
like 500 to 1,000
Exactly,
bucks.
dude.
Oh, yeah,
It would,
yeah.
it would
Do
be
it
like
easy.
it would be like $1,200 or something like
Yeah.
that.
If we got fucking 20 guys, like you do the mental math on that, it's not much more expensive than going to the theater anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
And
two
then we bring
large
fucking Gary in,
popcorns.
and we all just talk shit like Mystery Science Theater. Have a camera behind us.
We're gonna be so drunk by the 3rd episode.
Yeah,
Fucking
Shit, right.
obliterated.
The entire
we got to
third-
start with like we do brunch in the morning, and we have some food, and then we go into the movie theater and we just try to do the day together.
The third movie commentary is just all of us asleep on the floor in the movie theater.
Oh, the third was so good.
Oh no. Me and Cody and Eli can sleep. I'm gonna have you strapped into the chair
Like
with
Clockwork
those fucking,
Orange.
with those fucking things that hold your eyelids open, asshole.
Yeah, you never
seen
see- you
Lord
never
of the
see it.
Rings. Is it over? I'm gonna be hitting Brandon with EpiPens midway.
Surprise!
Watch Saruman right now.
God, speaking of
Stop it, I'll
EpiPens, you know what a great, just shitty action movie is that I watched the other day again?
What'd you see?
I love
Passion of the Christ.
I love
Demolition Man.
the movie Crank.
Oh my God!
God.
Jason
Theater.
Statham is so good. I love
He's
it.
fucking Amy. What's her name?
I don't even care. Just the idea of like he has to have his heart rate above 180 or he dies the entire time. He's just doing blow and crank. And
Have you seen the one where it's the guy who does the Kill Tony bits where he does Dr. Phil?
yeah,
Where he's doing the impression of Jason Statham. It's like, oh, this is Jason Statham being kicked out of a Target parking lot for just like gives this elaborate situation, like, and getting kicked out, like, told he has to leave. Oh, yeah. Like the entirety
It's a
of the
big
impression.
explanation, and that's it. Jason Statham's like one of the worst actors, but most awesome actors. Like
He's only
Beekeeper.
himself. He's not acting.
Oh no, he's like,
You just have to cast him for the role.
I'm a U.S. operator. I was born in Alabama. It's like,
Yeah.
you did 0 accent training, period. It's like, no. Every time. Beekeeper, also, if you've seen Beekeeper, it's good.
You told me it was pretty good. I
You
not
haven't
seen
watched
it.
Beekeeper yet?
No.
God, Cody, have you seen it?
Yes, I've seen Beekeeper.
You didn't like it? That's just a fun movie.
Eli, it's fun. That's what it is. It's fun.
That's all I go for those movies. I'm
Snatch.
like,
Okay.
turn off brain.
You're like me. Me and my wife get in this argument all the time because we love going to the movie theater, and it's always like she wants to watch this like dramatic movie about like some shit that totally could or did happen in real life, and I'm like, fuck that. I want to see a nun do an octuple backflip and catch a bullet in her teeth and spit it back and kill the guy that shot it. Like,
That's
I want to see
Bolly-
shit.
Bollywood.
I want to see shit that can't happen. Damn it.
I watch anime.
Yeah.
That is some of the most over the top gay shit you will ever watch, and I love every second of
Give
it.
me the Expendables, which is why Jason Statham was perfect for that movie.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, if anybody if anybody can get me in touch with the movie studio who did the props for that movie, I want to get my hands on an AA-12. I'm itching. I'm gonna go into a fucking diabetic shock if I don't get my hands on an AA-12 in the next year.
Have one?
No, nobody has one.
Wait, really?
There was one company that was building the AA-12s.
What happened?
They got all seized by the ATF for being too readily convertible as
Too
machine
awesome.
guns. Yeah, they were too cool, and the ATF decided to just fuck everybody up. But no, I really want to get my hands on a AA-12 because FPS Russia made them fucking cool, and they're neat.
That's aggressive. They were cool before that.
They were
Let's be fair.
They were cool before that. FPS Russia made them rad, and Terry Crews in the Expendables made them something I will own.
Dude, you can buy, what's his name's, Sylvester Stallone's revolver. Even it has the
Don't want it.
the raised hammer.
It was
in
like
the
a
back.
Colt single action army, right?
Yeah, but it has the dovetail, like a raised one, so you can
For the fanning it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually have the entire build like that. I was like, oh, that's actually
I
pretty
want an
fucking
AA-12.
dope.
Don't care.
100%.
Fuck. I will crush the single action army. Fucking AA-12.
I didn't know that was.
Give me the Atchison. I'm fucking fiending over here.
I swore that gun was out.
No.
Retarded.
I don't know a single
Also,
I don't know a single person who owns it, and that's me.
Yeah.
I have
Like,
I have a gun question for, I guess, all of you. Has anybody shot the Springfield Echelon?
yes.
It is the most stupidly good gun for how cheap it is, and it's actually insane.
Wait, I don't know what this weapon is.
It's like $550 for this gun, and it is like, imagine if you took a Glock and spent another $1,000 on it to make the trigger good and add serrations and an optic cut. And it's like, that's stock, $550, and it is insanely good. I shot it the other day for the first time, and I was like, yeah, I'll buy one. This thing's fucking dope.
I need to recuse myself from this conversation.
What happened? Tell me what's wrong with it. Get
I'll
back
tell you
here.
off camera.
No, tell me now.
Say it on camera unless it's
It's
responsive.
not a
I'm-
320 situation, is it? If I drop it, am I going to have issues?
I'm just angry. We were talking about Statham, and we didn't talk about Snatch at all, dude. We didn't talk about Guy Ritchie movies.
Lock, stock, two smoking barrels.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
dude,
fucking-
Guy Ritchie goes into extreme detail.
Fucking
also.
Snatch, Jason Statham in Snatch. That's all I'm saying. It's one of his best roles ever.
I've
You're
never
right.
seen that movie. I have to pee.
What? God,
You ever seen Snatch?
damn it.
You haven't seen Snatch?
Shut the f- up.
All right, you never seen Snatch, mother.
What? We have Brandon that hasn't watched all Lord of the Rings.
Oh my God, can we do a Guy Ritchie movie night too?
Sav's
Eli?
judging you right now.
Fuck me, dude. All right, Rock and Rolla. Have we seen Eli? Have you seen Rock and Rolla?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
I've seen
Jesus.
dude, Lock, stock.
Lock, Stock, Snatch, Rock and Rolla, like
Dude,
The
there's
Gentleman.
there's so many. You've seen Driver, right, Brandon?
It's Drive.
Drive. Yeah, Drive.
Yeah, like 8 times.
Okay, good.
He's
Okay.
literally me.
He's literally me. He's that guy.
You killed the guy in an elevator? Violent?
All P and Hammer.
Just smashing a dude's face in with your foot?
I'm a real human being, bro.
Dude, he's a real human being.
And a real hero.
So we're going to rent out a movie theater for the Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All of them.
Every single one.
Have you seen Lord of the Rings?
I have seen Lord of the Rings.
Have you seen all of the Lord of the Rings?
Theater and watched it.
Moody, have you seen all of the Lord of the Rings?
Okay, I was gonna say you went to the theater and watched Lord of the Rings.
I was young when those hit the
All of
theater.
them. Have you seen all of them? You know, it's like 12 hours long.
Did you watch Lord of the Rings in theater, or did you watch The Hobbit?
I watched The Hobbit too.
I remember watching that. I watched Jurassic Park in theaters. I watched.
What the fuck?
Jurassic
That was
Park
like,
was
what is it,
90,
97?
Yeah, 97.
I was
96.
12.
I was 3.
I was still. I
gonna be
gotta
lying.
watch some good movies. In the
Eli
theater.
and I are the old men
I
here.
know. So, dude.
No, that was
Independence Day?
1993.
Yeah, so I was 8.
I was -1.
Dude,
Oh,
watching.
shit, that
I
was-
remember 4th of July watching Independence Day in the theater.
The first
Oh,
one.
dude, I saw Independence Day in the theater too. Con Air. Did you see Con Air in the theater?
I did not.
Con Air's a great movie.
Con Air was cool in the theater.
When I was growing up, my in my parents' office, when I just like had to sit around, like, you know, nothing to do because like my parents are working, they had one little shitty TV with a VHS thing, and there was like a bunch of like, you know, like little kid movies and just like Blue's Clues, Veggie Tales, shit like that, and
Edgy Tales.
Independence Day. I have seen Independence Day more times than probably any fucking movie from that era.
Welcome to Earth.
Oh yeah.
It's just such
Classic before he
such a
started
great
getting sucked.
story of redemption. Just like some poor crop duster pilot who had something shoved up his butt, and he's like, "That's it. I'm fucking up these aliens."
Remember me? His last word.
Fair enough.
He's the real hero. It's not Will Smith.
Yeah, before Will Smith, what now?
Huh?
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 Huh? No, that sounded like it was going somewhere funny.
Oh no, he started hitting other people after that.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Rock specifically.
Welcome to the Oscars.
Yeah. You make fun of my wife that cheated on me 37 times.
Wait, what movie did you just say you hadn't watched?
Snatch.
Snatch.
You ever seen Snatch?
I haven't.
Have you seen any Guy Ritchie
Bubba.
movies?
I don't know.
Brad,
Names
like
sound-
Rock and Rollo,
Nope.
The Gentleman.
Gentlemen.
Nope.
Long Stock.
Nope.
Wait, you haven't seen Gentleman? Oh, okay. Gentleman's fucking good. Like,
He's got to watch Snatch first, though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Long
You
Stock.
got to
Snatch.
see Snatch.
I tried to download it, watch it on the flight home.
Sherlock?
Dude, Snatch is one of them.
Home?
Because yours
Yeah,
says
like with
replica and mine
fucking
says Desert Eagle.
Iron Man?
Yeah.
0.50.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You like that?
Yeah, it was all right.
That's
Pull your
Guy
socks up.
Ritchie's edit. He's the one
Oh,
that
okay.
directed. That's what that directing style is. Those
Okay.
fast cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now put Jason Statham
And Brad Pitt.
playing a gypsy.
I
Everyone,
forgot Jason
dude.
Statham was in that. It's been so long since I've watched that movie.
We just watched that last year because she never watched it either. She was like, "How have I missed this? You like dags? You know fucking dag."
Wait.
You know
hold
what?
on.
Like,
Pikeys.
Wait, you're
Fucking
you're
podcast.
roughly my age. We would have been
Yeah.
in high school at the same. Vanessa, how old are you?
28.
We would have been in high school too. Here's the question: when the movie Never Back Down came out, did all the high schoolers start at like an underground fight club at your high school?
I don't know that movie.
I think in my high school, we were already fighting each other.
Oh, okay. It's like some shitty movie about MMA,
It's-
but like
it's
it
gay
was,
as
it was super bad. It's like a C film, but it went like super viral.
I've
and
never heard of this
all the
movie.
kids started like,
Rocky and High School Musical had a baby.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
horrible.
actually the best way to describe it.
Yeah, that was
It was
that was
gay as
brilliant, by the way.
fuck.
But like,
Sav just said it's like.
it's really bad.
What
but
did
like,
you
In
say?
2008, so I was in 8th grade.
yeah, it would have been my freshman year. But like, that movie came out, and like every high school in
Rocky
America
and High School
had
Musical.
an underground MMA fight club because of it in backyards. And just YouTube was littered with videos of high school MMA fights because of this movie.
It has the black guy from the beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy and Amber Heard in it.
Blood Diamond. Give him credit.
Was he in Blood Diamond?
I'm pretty sure that's the guy from Blood Diamond.
Yes, it is. My
Yeah.
God. Son of a bitch.
You were either going to be racist or right.
Joke's on you. I can do both.
And Nick's betting everything on black. Literally.
I was correct.
I've never heard of that movie in my entire life.
Oh, you'd love it. You would love it in a like, oh my god, this is so bad, it's hilarious type of way. You should watch it at some
We
point.
used to watch Pride and beat the shit out of each other.
This is
That
like
was my high school.
I'll put it
middle
to you
school.
this way.
Nowadays, kids just watch Pride and wrestle.
I'll put it to you this way. Imagine MMA knowledge in 2008. You were doing MMA in 2008. So like
I was getting back from war in 2008.
well, you had
It
the
was like I got shot in fucking
you were
2000.
around. You were cognizant of the UFC,
Yeah.
right? So like imagine
that's crazy.
MMA in 2008. So like even the most advanced MMA fighters on the planet were not technical by today's standards.
No.
But imagine like 2008 is the pinnacle of knowledge for MMA. And then imagine that getting diluted down to a director's interpretation of it in 2008. It's god awful.
Dude, that movie is the gayest shit I've ever seen.
Have you ever seen it goes viral on the internet every other year, and it's always like Marine fights a dude that was being cocky, and it shows this like black dude with dreads. Capoeira guy, and then the Marine's just like standing there cool, and then just throws
boom.
one Superman punch and
Yes.
drop. That's from that movie.
Really?
Yes, that's
No
a fight
shit.
scene from that movie.
But it was just some guy with a cell phone recording
yes, recording the film on the TV in the movie theater.
No shit.
That is that viral clip. It's from Never Back Down. It's hilarious.
Never Back Down is such a 2008 title. It's like what were the Step Up?
Yeah,
It's like that.
step up to the streets or
Yeah.
something like
what
that.
What was the
Like,
one with the drums?
Drumline.
That was a brand
Walk the line
Talking
with
about
the drum
the
line.
newer one
Drum-
or the
drum line?
older one?
with Nick Cannon.
Yeah, dude, that is like all those movies.
Every time his stick hits a snare, he has another kid. Yeah.
yeah,
We just had the
he sired the one where he sired children with half the staff.
Fucking all those movies from that time frame are all the same with subtle changes done to them.
What if it was the same movie but with drums? Now cheerleading. Now MMA.
Dude, my favorite thing that just happened recently in cinema is we had
too.
Negan beats up what's his dick with a baseball bat, right? And The Walking Dead. And then fuck. What's the anime that we've been watching?
Invincible.
lately? Invincible
Yeah.
comes out. And now like Negan comes back and this is the same writer for the entire show.
Oh, that's right, Robert Kirkman, right?
Yeah. So he's
I forgot about that.
Wait, he's
So-
directing
Yeah.
Invincible?
I think he was a writer.
Oh, I did not know that.
So Negan just showed up last week on that show, and he's fighting like I can't remember the Asian guy's name. That's
It was Glenn in The Walking Dead.
it was
but
Glenn in The Walking Dead that Negan beat with a baseball bat, and then Glenn just beats the absolute fuck out of him in Invincible. And it's the same writer, and this is the same actors in the show. That was kind of cool.
Your son texted me like last week and just goes, "Hey man, you watching Invincible?" I'm like, "No, I haven't seen this new season." He's like, "Cool, I'm gonna send you Invincible memes anyway." And proceeds to send me 8 memes.
John has no chill. He will ruin every single goddamn movie. My son, by the way, will ruin every movie you've ever seen on the planet, show, doesn't matter what it is. He will ruin it for you.
He just spoils
And
everything.
like Moody might think I'm being mad at him sometimes, or I'm just being a dick, but I'm like, John, shut up. Just shut the up. Because I know what you're about to do. He's like, Dad, you don't want to hear about it? And I'm like, no, I know what you're about to do. I'm interested in this series. Don't fucking do it, man. Don't do it.
You're in a Mexican standoff in your own kitchen.
Yeah. I'm like, buddy.
It wasn't a Mexican standoff till Moody entered it, but
I hate to use the white woman adage that is, I brought you into this world and I'll bring you out. But like, I've wanted to actually hold him down and choke the life out of him for how he's absolutely spoiled some animes and shows and stuff for me at this point. Anyways, I love my son. That's the point of that story.
Guess what I watched on the plane right here because of you and those two over there.
Wait, Devil Wear Prada?
No.
Damn it.
Fuck.
Not that one?
You tried to get him to watch Devil Wears Prada?
It's so good.
I started watching it
You
with
haven't
you.
watched
and
it?
I have seen it.
See?
It's not good.
Whatever, Brandon.
I started watching it with you.
Girls, do you like it?
Is that like, are you being ironic about it?
But he also has a thing for Meryl Streep, so he's
Fair.
That's my hall pass.
Your
Meryl
hall
Streep?
pass is Meryl Streep.
Why not?
Your whole pass is going to expire in like 4 years.
Dude.
Cool, you slept with Megan Fox? Dope. I slept with Meryl Streep.
He was like,
Oh, you f***er sandpaper there, bud?
Yeah.
Sorry, that was rude as fuck.
Yeah.
Meryl Streep,
Sorry,
I have
Meryl.
nothing. I have nothing against you.
Sorry, babe. They didn't mean. Meryl Streep comes on and I'm like, what the fuck?
The gang negs Meryl Streep.
That's the episode's name.
Smells like the heat coming out of an Atari.
Would you like to play a game?
The Tesla coil pack.
Oh, she is 71.
No, I finished watching Baby Driver on the flight here. Such a good movie.
That's a
Oh,
terrible
you didn't get
fucking
fucking.
movie.
Yeah, I didn't get
Oh,
finished.
no,
for
sorry,
reasons.
she's 75.
Was it?
Meryl Streep is 75.
Yeah, she's older.
God damn, we're gonna catch secondhand Social Security.
She's fantastic. Fantastic actress.
Who's the guy? I always,
Sorry. She's dope.
the one dude I always get confused in that movie.
You're talking about
It's not
Everyone's judging right now.
It's not Jeffrey Dean Morgan. It's the other guy that's handsome as fuck who's in like every cool movie that Taylor Sheridan does.
wait, who?
In Baby Driver. It's not Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
there's-
it's the guy
so
in-
John Bernthal's
Is
in
it
it.
Suits? No.
You're talking about the protagonist or
Yeah, the guy that was just in
Puffy Miles Teller?
Nah. No,
The guy that plays Negan?
handsome dude. No. It's not Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
I've never seen
Jamie
that.
Foxx.
John Hamm.
Hamm. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's John Hamm. He's the other guy in Baby Driver.
John Hamm.
That's who
He's
I was
the
thinking
main
about.
guy of Mad Men.
Oh, okay.
Handsome dude. Just like I don't. It's the thing that happens when like people come up to me and they're just like trying to be f***ing assholes to me. There's like, you did this, this, and this, Cody. And it's like, I don't think about you at all.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite quotes from that fucking show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The best scene. What's the guy say? He's like,
Well, I think you're blah, blah, blah.
and he's like,
I don't think about you at
I don't
all."
think about you at all.
Baby Driver's fantastic, though.
No, I mean,
I've
just
never seen it.
the directing of
What?
like, it's really
Are
good.
we just
You should watch
figuring
it.
out this shit tonight? Have I seen every goddamn movie under the planet and you guys haven't seen it?
The directing of like how you can only hear the rest of the dialogue when he has one earbud in, and
you're
then
right.
like when he takes both earbuds out is like the only time that the movie's like kind of quiet and
Dude,
like
the opening scene so much where he's just vibing.
yeah.
He's listening to the music.
Well, I love when he's like wait, and he restarts the song. He's like,
Yeah, Edgar
okay,
Wright.
go.
all right, we can drive now.
And then he's just like this incredible.
who
song.
directed
Fucks
that?
everyone
Edgar Wright.
up.
He's one of my
Oh,
favorite.
Edgar Wright? Oh,
yeah.
I love Edgar Wright.
Shaun of the
Shaun of the
Dead, Baby Driver.
Because he's real
Hot
big.
Fuzz.
He's real big into physical comedy and retention beats.
Yes,
It's
that's how he and transitions. He's known for how he transitions from one moment to the next, or going from one place to the next.
Shaun of the Dead, Baby Driver, Last Night in Soho, The World's End, Sean Pilgrim versus the World.
Yep.
Which I like. If you want to see like retention beats and like physical comedy beats, my God, that is an amazing movie. Hot Fuzz, Grindhouse.
And like that's something we haven't talked about actually on the podcast recently is retention beats. So like I had my nephew actually text me today and he's like, hey, how can I become a YouTuber? I was like, dude, that is such a loaded fucking question. Like, because he's like 9 years old. He's like, how can I become a YouTuber? How can I do the thing that you do? It's like, buddy, you gotta learn what retention beats are.
Because it's a
Just
little
holding your audience at certain points.
It's a little depressing because like the YouTuber in the I guess with the upcoming generation, like YouTuber is our generation's actor.
Yeah.
Like that's what all the kids like. What do you want to do when you grow up? It's like I want to be an influencer, and I'm just like,
Be a YouTuber. Dude, Edgar Wright does. I mean, if you look at him, or also why you guys like Guy Ritchie, both have very stylistically they are the same on how they make something boring fun. So if you're going from Hot Fuzz or Shaun of the Dead, no Hot Fuzz, when he's going from England to that shit town
Yep.
He makes it so much fun. Same for
The
Shaun
train
of the Dead
bits and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Time. Yep. Reception. Even on the phone goes down in reception to show he started at full bars, and when he lands at his final destination, one bar.
Did you know he wrote the screenplay for Ant-Man?
I did not know that.
I didn't, but it makes a lot of sense now that I know that.
No shit.
Yeah.
God,
right there is IMDb.
He's hands down one of my favorite directors.
It's the thing that I like.
I was watching The Irishman the other day. It's like
Which part? All four.
Well, that's why Scorsese did so well in his earlier days. Like even with Ray Liotta, Goodfellas, yeah, dude. The retention beats. Remember, he's like always wanted to be a gangster, and it's like cut. He's holding your attention with the retention beats, and a lot of people don't understand retention beats is where we
Ironically,
made our entire career off of.
Ironically, the biggest scene people remember from that movie is the scene without. Well, I guess it had retention beats, but like the scene with no cuts. The oneer that they do in the nightclub.
Oh yeah,
that's fucking rad. That was probably one of the gayest things we've ever done together. Is when we were sitting in the on the plane, and you just like hand me an earbud, and I'm just like, what? You're like, Goodfellas. I was like, okay. We just watched Goodfellas together for like 2 hours.
I don't know.
Didn't know about that.
Yeah, I think it was part of the live show tour, actually.
It's like
I was just like handling my own shit on my phone, and he's just like, "Oh, hey, bro, Goodfellas." It's like, all right.
Speaking of silly stuff, what the happened? I left on a different flight from you guys from New Hampshire, but when we were on our way to the airport, we stopped at a gas station to fill up the rental cars because we didn't have enough gas to get back to Boston to catch our flights. And at the gas station, we were all just grabbing like energy drinks and Gatorades and whatever the fuck we wanted. And Connor and like 3 other people in our group like brought stuff up. I was like, I'll just throw it on there. I'll buy it, whatever. Like, it's not a big deal. I'm just trying to expedite this shit so we can get going. And Connor's like, oh, well, in that case, if you're buying, and he just like grabs, you know, those little tiny wooden boxes that you open, and there's like a little bug with the little jingly legs that you got when you were like 3. He just like, in that case, he grabs it and throws it on the counter. And I was like, okay, what? I don't give a shit. Like, Connor's just being funny.
That's the most fine. Connor core ever.
Right. But like, apparently the bug became an issue on your guys' flight home. From what Connor said?
No, he just showed
He was showing off his bug to the
thought it
flight
was a
attendants
ring?
and you guys.
So here's the thing: he was the only one because we were all like in like economy, business, whatever, and I ended up paying for him to go to New Hampshire because like it was a last minute thing. He wasn't part of the trip, and I was just like, oh fuck it, I'll pay for your flight. So I had to pay for his flight home, and I was like, oh, like last minute. The only ticket that was left available was first class. So he was the only one in first class. So he's getting hammered.
Free drinks.
And like we're all fucking around, you know, we're hanging out. And Connor, like every time the flight attendants come back and forth, he's just like, you want to see my cool bug?
He's showing that bug to everybody. Everybody seen the bug.
Everyone. Yeah. And it was like it's a Connor bit, but if you don't know Connor,
it's a weird skinny guy.
It might be a flight risk.
Yeah.
They stuck the special kid in first class.
every time though, he's like, "Cool bug, want to see my cool bug?"
He would just turn around because
Connor.
we are in the first row behind first class. So he would just like turn around sometimes. He's like, pull out the bug.
Have you seen my cool bug?
I forgot.
Yes, Connor, we saw your cool bug.
It's very cool, Connor.
It was like we landed, and then everyone it was like wait for a moment, and then everyone's just so beat and tired at that point. Everyone's like, "Yeah, we didn't." Everyone went home. It's like they didn't wait for each other. Anything. It was like
Nope.
a single text, and then it was like, "No, we're not waiting for each other." Everyone's tired and ready to go home, and then we text each other. It's like, "Oh, so good." Oh, fucking sleep.
But as soon as I left the fucking airport, he texted me a picture of the bug. He was like, have you seen it?
Dude, I never thought I wanted another autistic uncle until I met Connor.
Yeah.
So he brings me so much joy with this little bug, I guess.
You should have seen Connor this morning.
Oh no.
He comes staggering down the stairs. You all right? I gotta get John to school.
Jesus. I woke up and I texted you at one time. I was like, hey, did you make your flight? Because I went to bed at a decent human hour.
You got up at 6. I went to bed at 4.
Oh, God. Godspeed.
Yeah.
You guys are...
It worked
I'm
out.
old.
Dude,
I just look, I'm like, I'm going to go home, actually.
We had the best job I've ever had. Dude.
Best job we ever had.
Dude, my liver, I can't keep up with you guys at all anymore. I'm like, I don't even try. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go home and get some hydrate.
What's funny is we don't judge you for it. We actually kind of envy you a little bit. We're just like, man, I bet Eli feels great today.
Dude, when I wake up and I see you guys, especially every day in Boston.
Oh, God.
For reference, the first night we all had an Airbnb and the walls were like made of this, just paper.
Yeah.
I heard when you all came home and I was like, oh, it's so loud. Oh, it's so hot.
Sorry.
Well, I think it was just a miserable experience.
The
Just
fucking stairs. That's
the 90
like-
degrees.
Yeah.
The ladder, you mean?
They were like
the ladder.
There was like 4 steps. Each one of them was 18 inches high.
You had to put on a harness and attach like a D ring to a rope to climb the stairs.
well, we were that first night. We almost got arrested. We talked about that on the last podcast, and we came home. And just getting up those stairs, that was a chore. But
You could hear somebody, like Cody, didn't you say it's like, I heard somebody talking on their phone.
Yeah.
From like 4 rooms away. Whisper. And then Connor took a shower for an hour. We literally did one. Yeah, there was some singing and dancing. And
He took a shower
yeah, self-love.
for an hour.
well, it's like I was
Meditating.
I was talking with Moody.
He meditates really fast.
Well,
vigorously, some would say.
Vigorously meditating.
Freshwater jellyfish.
yeah, she was like Moody was like, "Do you want to do it?" And I was like, "No, not here, not here." Because I like what you were saying. I could hear someone talking.
As you're on the,
We
as,
appreciate
as
that.
you guys were on the top bunk bed.
Wow, Cody and Moody are eating macaroni.
It was wild.
We appreciate we appreciate the consideration because that would have been 5.1 HD surround sound for the rest of us.
Dude, and there was one. Cody had one bathroom, and then there was one for how many
There's
people?
12 people in a
Yeah.
fucking house.
They one night, and I was like, "Hey, babe, find us a hotel down the street."
New England is wild because every restaurant we went to, there's 100 motherfuckers. There's 100 heartbeats in this restaurant, and there is one unisex bathroom. Why
Every
are there no
place.
bathrooms in New England?
Dude, the house again. That was a big house. One bathroom, and then we showed up that day, and then y'all are just fighting over the bathroom because Connor's meditating, and everyone needed to piss.
Connor was
I gotta
creating
take a
freshwater
shit.
jellyfish.
Connor meditated all over the floor of the bathroom, or the floor of the shower.
Dude, I remember.
No. I remember Connor. He was creating freshwater fucking jellyfish over. Kimmy Granger likes it rough.
And then
He wouldn't stop telling
and then
us.
the next morning, he just tweeted just that title on Twitter. No context or anything. He just tweeted just that. I was like,
Dude, Finn went to bed and because he took Sal and I's room after we left, and he's like, "Yeah, I had the window open because it was hot." And he's like, and then I woke up at like 2 a.m. because Brandon and Connor were having a bro moment together outside my window.
Who was it?
Finn.
Oh no!
You guys were drunk outside on the like balcony, just doing a bro moment.
No,
smoking.
we were out. We were in the parking lot.
Yeah, he had the window.
Well,
Jesus
there's
Christ.
no,
Well, oh no. Well, okay.
there's no privacy in those
No.
like little shotgun houses they have there.
We were actually kind of worried because we realized we were talking about like some relatively sensitive shit, and we look over and we saw an open window, and we thought that was not part of our house. We're like, oh man, some random neighbor was just really learned some group lore. And it was just fun, and he's under an NDA, so that's fine. That and we know where he lives.
Yeah. And then me and Sav didn't try to make macaroni either because, again, paper thin walls. And hearing your guys' voices make me flaccid really fast.
It would be awkward if it made you bricked up.
God, the minute.
Wait. Now.
Today we're talking about.
Load size large.
Walk out, high five Nick for no reason. Drink some Gatorade, go back to bed.
I didn't realize I was playing co-op.
That fucking hype. God dang it. Yeah, Boston, or wherever we were. Can we say?
New Hampshire.
Yeah,
We say New Hampshire.
New
We're not going
Hampshire.
to say the city. I
Dover.
can't wait for that body cam footage to come out where I'm just totally shit talking a cop.
It's hilarious.
You said it's hilarious. I fucking feel bad about it.
Why?
I don't know.
He did a bad job. It's a learning moment.
It was.
I'm still surprised you can get detained without.
He had no right to detain us. That's why I was so angry.
Yeah, you were angry because he was doing a bad job. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's why
You're like a secret shopper, but for cops.
with
You're
millions of-
undercover boss.
You're like a secret shopper, except you were actually drunk.
Yeah, please do.
On today's episode, I'm going to pretend to be hammered.
Can you break down that video? You recorded it.
I'm not going to lie. It was kind of funny.
It was hilarious.
As soon as they pulled up, I went,
The shit this group.
It was funny because like me and you were very comfortable with the situation and everyone else was so not having it.
yeah, well, like Connor's like, I don't
Connor's
talk to cops.
just-
I don't talk to cops. I was
Connor's
like, I'll talk to
ripping
cops.
cigarettes like Dale Gribble. I don't talk to cops. I don't talk to cops. He said it like 15 times.
He's like double fisting cigarettes.
I know my rights.
And the dude, I liked my perspective because again, I went home early.
You were sleeping?
I would wake up and then hear the story, and I thought it was a joke at first. Then the next day, I come back and they're like, "Yeah, we tried to go back to the same bar." I'm like,
You still
"Why?"
thought it was a joke?
What? No, the first night I figured at the breakfast, everyone's hungover. I'm like, "Oh, you guys went hard last night." I'm like, we almost got arrested. I'm like, "Ha!" Finn pulls out camera. Oh, okay.
It was just like, Eli, how was your night? Oh, I slept pretty well. How'd yours go? We got detained.
Then the next day I come back. We went back to the same place. I'm like, why?
My favorite though was the plan.
Because
for the,
funny, Eli.
I know.
Because
Great.
funny.
the plan for the third night of like getting the Amazon, like the Groucho Marx glasses with the mustache and nose. Just wearing a disguise. I'm like, come on, if you guys don't have a sense of humor about this one, you're fucking lost. I can't help you.
On that note, we can close. We'll do an after show for like 10 minutes.
Do an after show. Guys, I hope you follow our Patreon too, because we do an after show where we go absolutely off the rails if we haven't already.
Cody says the N-word.
Dude, I
A lot.
will drop so many slurs.
A Patreon, it's a new record.
Thank you guys for joining the Unsubscribed podcast, because I was joined today by Eli Doubletap, Fat Electrician, Brandon Herrera, myself, Donut Operator, and we love you. Join the Patreon after show, because it's going to be fun.
We love you. Kisses.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Quack bang out.